Have you ever been in the middle of a conversation, a meeting, or even just sitting in a room and suddenly you felt it? The energy shifted. Nothing obvious happened. Nobody said anything dramatic, but something changed. The air felt heavier. The vibe felt off. And while everyone else kept going like nothing happened, you were sitting there feeling it in your chest, in your stomach, wondering if you were the only one who noticed. So what's really going on here? Why can some people sense when the energy shifts while others remain completely oblivious? Is it intuition, hypersensitivity, or something deeper in your psychology? Stick with me because what you're about to discover might finally explain why you feel so much that others seem to miss entirely. For some people, this ability to sense energy shifts comes from something psychologists call environmental sensitivity. And it usually develops early. If you grew up in a home where emotions were unpredictable, where the mood could flip in an instant, your brain learned to become an emotional radar. You had to. Your safety, your peace, maybe even your sense of stability depended on reading the room before something went wrong. So you learned to pick up on the smallest cues, a shift in someone's tone, a change in posture, a silence that lasted too long. Even now, as an adult, your nervous system is still on high alert. When the energy shifts, you don't just notice it, you absorb it. Your body responds before your mind even understands why. For this group, sensing energy isn't a superpower. It's a survival mechanism that never turned off. And while it keeps them aware, it also keeps them exhausted. Then there's a second type, the empaths. These are people who don't just observe energy, they feel it. Psychologists describe this as high emotional contagion, the tendency to unconsciously mirror and absorb the emotions of people around them. When someone walks into the room anxious, they feel anxious. When tension rises, their chest tightens. Studies show that empaths have more active mirror neurons and a highly responsive limbic system, the part of the brain that processes emotions. So when the energy shifts, their brain doesn't just register it cognitively. It experiences it physically. This isn't overthinking. It's their neurobiology responding to emotional data that most people filter out. For them, sensing energy shifts is both a gift and a burden. They connect deeply. They understand intuitively, but they also carry emotional weight that isn't theirs to carry. And then there's the third group. These are people who sense energy shifts because they're hyper-attuned to rejection and abandonment. Psychologists call this rejection sensitivity, and it's rooted in past experiences of loss, betrayal, or emotional neglect. Their brain has learned a painful pattern. When the energy shifts, something bad is coming. So now, even in safe situations, they're scanning. A friend goes quiet, the energy shifted. A partner seems distant. Something's wrong. And here's the heartbreaking part. Sometimes they're right, but sometimes they're reading threat into a moment that was just neutral. Someone was tired. Someone was distracted. But to someone with rejection sensitivity, every shift feels like the beginning of an ending. For this group, sensing energy isn't just exhausting, it's terrifying. But here's what all three types share. They're living in a world that most people don't see. A world of undercurrents, unspoken feelings, invisible tension. And while that awareness can make them incredibly compassionate and emotionally intelligent, it can also make them feel profoundly alone. Because when you sense things others don't, you start to wonder if you're seeing clearly or if you're just making it all up. And here's the truth that might set you free. You're not imagining it. Energy is real. It's not mystical. It's psychological and physiological. It's the sum of body language, tone, micro-expressions, and emotional resonance happening in real time. When the energy shifts, something actually changed. Maybe someone got triggered. Maybe someone felt judged. Maybe someone remembered something painful. You're not broken for noticing. You're just more attuned. The problem isn't your sensitivity. It's when you let every shift control you. When you take responsibility for energy that isn't yours. When you twist yourself into knots trying to fix a vibe you didn't create. Because here's what they don't tell you. You can sense the shift without needing to fix it. You can notice the change without making it about you. You can feel the energy without drowning in it. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. It's a form of intelligence. But like any intelligence, it needs boundaries. It needs you to remember that feeling the shift doesn't mean you caused it, and it doesn't mean you have to carry it. So here's the real question. Are you sensing the energy or are you absorbing it? Because one is awareness. The other is self-abandonment. If this resonated deeply, make sure you're subscribed. We break down the psychology that finally explains why you feel everything so intensely. And if you connected with this, you absolutely need to watch our video on the psychology of people who feel like they're performing. It explores how constantly reading the room affects your sense of self. Link is on the screen right now. Let's stop carrying the world's energy and start honoring our own.